Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome at Relax and Craft Time. So happy you guys are here. Thank you viewers for being here. I sure do appreciate it. I will flip you around. Okay. Hey guys, how are y'all doing this evening? Hope all is well. Oh, hello Vanessa, you got your Splendid Sampler icon there. That's awesome. Hope all y'all are doing well today. Happy Tuesday. Today we are going to be continuing block 2 of the Splendid Sampler. So we got it all sewn up, and we have one little butterfly stitched in there with little kind of silver metallic floss. And we got 4 more to go, so we are gonna get this one done. You're still cutting this one out? Yeah, you know what? There's a lot of pieces in this one. There was a lot of pieces in the one from last night too, but you know what? They're growing on me. I kind of like all these little piece projects. Actually, I'm kind of liking it. You know, at first during the cutting stage, I'm just like, oh no, it's so much. But afterwards, as I sew, I'm really liking it. So guys, if you are new here, my name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguinandfish, where we create lovely and quirky hand embroidery patterns and kits. I'm the author of Sew and Stitch Embroidery and a fabric designer as well. So thank you guys for coming in tonight. It is relax and craft time. Every 9:30 p.m. Central, I'm here, even on the weekends and even on Fridays, because that's what I do. I sit around and craft by my lonesome with you guys. So I sure do appreciate you guys joining me. We craft every night. I encourage you to have a craft and craft with me. So let me know what you guys are working on tonight. Like I said, we are going to try and finish up this guy, and then we will be caught up with the Splendid Sampler. This is block 2, so we ran a little bit behind. I only do it here on Periscope, so when there's a lot of little pieces and a lot of cutting, it takes me a little longer. So I'm going to flip you guys around, and we will start. Oh, thank you so much! Flip. There we go. Okay, guys. And if you wanted to see, I have my I have my binder going. So this is how I'm storing the blocks right now. So in front, I have the unfinished ones, so far. Oh, you missed last night. Well, we finished, Vanessa, we finished block number 3. So here's block 3. We got all these cute little hearts. And you know, this one grew on me. I was unsure. I like all the little pieces, but you know, I picked these bright, lighter colors, and I didn't know if that was the right choice, and I'm really happy with it. I think it was just really fun to do. I really had a good time. You know, I am not sure. I am actually trying to figure that out, Emily. It is, I got it at a trade show about 5 years ago from a Japanese company that I haven't seen there since. So I don't know. I think I might have one of their old catalogs. I'm going to have to try and look it up. But some of my favorite fabric, I finally cut into it for this collection. So here's my other block for this quilt. These are from that collection as well, and I don't know what it is. It's like the mystery Japanese fabric company block. I'm gonna dig around though and see if I can figure it out. You might fall asleep again. All right, here we are, guys. So again, this is block number 2 of the Splendid Sampler, and you can find out more about the Splendid Sampler at thesplendidsampler.com. It's a free quilt along, so all these blocks are free for right now, but we are going to stitch the rest of these little butterflies. Isn't that cute? We're using metallic floss for it, just because I thought it'd look pretty. You know, these blue fabrics with all these dots are kind of sparkly almost, so I thought some sparkly thread. So this was actually a color in between. Oh, it is 5:30 there in Cairo. Wow, that is early. 5:30 in the morning or 5:30 in the evening? In the morning, I'm guessing. Yeah, we talked about that already. In the morning. Whew, that's early. So this was kind of an in-between gold and silver color, and now I have a more real silver and a more real gold. I'm going to use the golds for these two since they both have a lot of gold in, and the silver for these two since they're, you know, pretty white. So I'll start with the silver. How about that? Oh, this is your favorite block so far? You know, I really like this block. I learned a lot on this block for sure. Oh, you love to sew in your studio and listen to you craft. Oh, that's so awesome. Thanks so much, Teresa. Yeah, so this block, I learned a lot because I learned that I have to be way more careful with my seam allowances. And I was pretty on, I thought. So what happened is my block is a little too big. It's a little bigger than it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be, yes, Studio C, that's the hubs. He's peeking in. So the blocks are supposed to be 6.5 inches when they're done being sewn. And you can see I'm over quite a bit. So that just means my seam allowances were a bit too small. What I should have done is we sewed these two bits together. So we'd sew these two blocks and then these two blocks and then these two blocks and then these two. After each of those, I should have recut them so they were perfect again and then sewed the rest of it. And that would have probably yielded a more accurate block. So all that's going to happen is that when I'm sewing the quilt, some of these wings will get clipped. So I won't have the points on those wings, but you know, what you gonna do? You can redo it, but I don't know. I'm not a redoer. I'm a learn and move oner, so I don't know. What about you guys? Are you more like, would you veer towards redoing it, or are you more of a move on type person? I'm going to try a foundation piece those. So that's not a bad idea, Cora. Then it would be exact. Once it's done, I'm done. Yes, that is, yep. I'm kind of like that. For me, a lot of this is more for the learning process and not so much about it being perfect. I just want to learn more. So I think I'm going to do an away knot this time. I forgot to do it last time. I only revise in Photoshop. Anything else, and I move on. Yes, exactly. I am like that too. All right, so the away knot, and we talk about this pretty often. So if you go to one of my other embroidery scopes, you'll know about this. An away knot, I'm going to do it right in the seam here so you can't see it, is I'm just starting the embroidery a little bit away. What that will do from the top to the bottom, and what that will do is give me a little piece when I'm done that I can weave in the end so I won't have any knots. All right, let's do this little butterfly. Hopefully everything will work out. Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, all that's going to happen is the wings will be a little clipped and, you know, oh well. That's not the end of the world. All right, so I am doing little chain stitches, like 3 little chain stitches. It's kind of like the little segmented body of a butterfly. So in the instructions, they don't really have this part of it, but my mom actually did it this way, and she showed me a picture, and I just thought it was the cutest ever, so I'm doing it. So here's the actual instructions. These are the antenna that they have in the instructions, and I'm just kind of drawing my own. So here's kind of like some of the shapes that we are playing with, and I'm adding this little segmented body. And I'm not using a embroidery hoop or anything. I figured I can, with something this small, I can do it without much trouble, I'm thinking. Casey Neistat made a video before about finishing projects. Once you started, you gotta close. Oh, first of all, I love Casey Neistat videos. Always be closing. Yes, I am definitely, or I'd like to think of myself at least as a finisher. Like I like when things are done and I can put it away and I can assess what I learned from it and move on. And I get restless when there's unfinished things. But yes, you always want to close for sure. All right, so now I'm going to put... So there's my... I'm sorry, I might be pretty wiggly here. So this is my little segment. Look at the silver. I love the silver. Always be closing. Yes, so John, my husband right there, Studio Collective, he's a big Casey Neistat fan as well. Yeah, he's kind of awesome. If you guys don't know him, he's a big YouTuber. He's worth looking up. did you see your kids on? Oh no, I didn't. Oh, I'll have to look at them. I'll have to check it out again. I'm on their newsletter, so I check it to see, but I haven't checked lately. I'll have to look again. That's still kind of a funny deal. Oh, you did? Okay. I'm still catching up on my emails, but hopefully I will get there soon. I will check it out. So you forwarded it to me. I'll check it out again. Yeah. John watches his vlogs, and I watch them when he shows them to me, and I catch them every once in a while too. They're just great. Just doing his thing. Okay, so here we go. Sorry guys, I'm really like moving around kind of a lot. Why don't I put a little bass down here? Then I won't be so far away. How about that? I think that's better. Okay, so let's add antenna now. Maybe these ones, we'll go outward on both of them and add little loops in. That'll almost be like a little heart. How about let's do that? We're just kind of winging the antenna. No pun intended. Listen, when do you make your own videos on YouTube? You know, it's definitely on my list. You know, this is actually kind of my precursor to doing better videos on YouTube. I'm trying to figure that out. Like, what would you guys like to see on YouTube? Just more how-tos or kind of day in the lifey things or what? I'm trying to figure that out. Studio C, she's working on it. This is kind of, this whole Periscope thing has kind of, gotten me, kind of just trying to get better in front of the camera and getting lightings and stuff like that together. How-tos. Okay, so how-tos. Yeah, I definitely want to do how-tos, like especially for embroidery. I think there's a lot that could be done for embroidery. My son is 12 and he just started YouTube. Oh, that is so cute. I know, it's like totally the thing. I mean, we're all old fogies to not have a YouTube channel or something, you know? But yes, that is, that's the plan for this year yet. I'm also curious about how schedules are organized, how days go. As far as how would I do a channel and schedule it and all that sort of thing. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out, because I like doing this and it's live and whatever, but like a YouTube how-to, I think it definitely has to be more planned, and you know, it can't be a big, you know, follow along thing like this. Oh, thank you. It should be more, I think YouTube should be more of like, they'll learn how to do it in, you know, a minute 30 or less sort of thing. Maybe what goes into making a forever line. Oh, that's interesting. So, yeah, it could be maybe a mix of how-tos and a mix of just different aspects of, you know, this business, like fabric design and, you know, the kind of that sort of the making side of it too. Embroidery stitch how-tos or designing embroidery patterns. Oh yeah, how to design embroidery patterns. That'd be interesting. Yeah, definitely I want to do a ton of embroidery how-tos, like really specific with stitches. And there's a lot of little tricks here and there that I think would be helpful in a lot of stitches. Like especially the French knot. I mean, that's a big one. And we'll do our little lesson here again on Periscope. Yes, embroidering and what's trendy. Yeah. Okay, so that's good. I like the aspect that I could do a lot of how-tos, but then I could do more things about just what's happening now and, you know, in the industry and design and all that. So like a mixture of stuff. So yeah, those are all like super great ideas. Yeah, I totally want to know what you guys want to see because, you know, you are the guys that are going to watch it, so I want it to be something that you want to watch. All right, this is cute. It's like a little heart almost, these little antenna. Tweet your questions. Oh, yeah, totally. Oh, thanks so much. You're just so sweet. All right, guys, here is our little antenna on this guy. A little heart guy. Let's compare him to the other one. So here are our two little guys. This guy's antenna, or antennae, is it antennae? Is that the plural? Are going out this way, and this one's kind of little heart. His antennae are a little bit bigger, but that's okay. All right, guys, let's finish up this one, and then we'll continue with the silver. I might actually need more floss for that. So I'm gonna just weave in the ends, and actually with this metallic floss, it's not always that easy. Oh, he started a Minecraft channel. That is so cute. I know Patty Young. Are you guys familiar with her? She's a designer, and she just does great patterns and that sort of thing. I think her daughter just started a I don't know, like a how to do your hair and that sort of thing YouTube, which is just so cute. It's just so funny, like, I don't know, computers just came out when I was little, It's just, oh yes, Sydney, yes, she did the little braid. I watched it, I thought it was so cute. I don't know, it makes you wonder what it's gonna be like, or like all these kids who are getting on YouTube young and just getting used to being in front of the camera and just being really good at learning how to explain things better, to explain things to their audience and all that. You wonder where they're going to be in, 15 years, or what jobs they'll be doing. And I don't know, it's just kind of fascinating. Or what will be the norms in, society and stuff. I was thinking about my kids won't know Saturday morning cartoons. Yeah, I know. Isn't that something? And that's like within the past, 5 years, it's, or 7 years maybe. It's just so interesting. And you're the most happiest host. Oh, you're so sweet. Thanks so much. Is it Marla? I just want to make sure I get that right. I'm trying to learn everyone's names and that's really difficult for me, so I try and do my best. Okay. Thanks, Marla. You're super sweet. All right, let's do this guy here. I like the silver with the silvers with the whites and the golds with these goldy ones. This one even has, this is the one that has that gold, those gold stars, like that sparkly gold ink. All right. I'm having fun with this floss. Oh, I was gonna look up what this was too, because it's by Lycian, but it's kind of hard to find because they have a different metallic floss, and it's not as metally as this. It's more, feels more fabric-y, but this really does kind of feel like metal a little bit. I think I'm not gonna do the away knot this time. I'm just gonna do my knot. Oh, you guys are awesome. Yeah, so I gotta figure it out, that YouTube. I want to be consistent with it. This is actually my first, I don't know if you guys have been here for a while, my word for this year is consistency. I have a hard time with consistency. Like I piddle out on things, so I'm trying to change that habit a little bit, and this is kind of, these periscopes are the first attempt at that, and it's you guys totally that keep me doing it, so I appreciate that a ton. But yeah, so I wanna kind of start doing more videos, more how-to things, and get consistent with that. So I'm getting there, people. It's I'll get there. So I did finish my fabric collection today, so I might have more time now to play around with that. I have to do the last step that I have to do is thanks. The last step on the fabric collection that I have to do is make a color sheet for it and do printouts. So the color sheet, I basically have to make little boxes of all the colors, so all the swatch colors. So it's basically a bunch of colored boxes in a row, and then I number them all, and I have to put down every single color that's in the collection on that sheet, and then I have to print out all the patterns and then number the patterns, like every color in the pattern, and then make sure that those correspond. So it actually takes forever. It takes a while to do all that, to record all that, but that is the last step before I ship those patterns off to, I actually sent them the patterns today so they can start working on the screens, but that's what they compare the colors to, is that sheet that I'll send. Yeah, it's not so intense as it is a monotonous system. Like, I have to have where I have to make sure I've gone down the list. So I have to have my file open, I have to click on this, I have to go pick the color picker on over here, and I have to make sure I get all of it. Yeah, it's just time consuming, for sure. But that is the last step, and then I will have a little bit more time to think about more of this film stuff. I'm not doing as many trade shows and stuff this year. I'm switching my game plan a little. I'm going to try and do more videos and more Instagram stuff and all that, and just kind of go that route instead for a little while. So I'm doing this little French knot head again. I'm so glad my mom did this block before me, because I love how she did her embroidery. She did it this way too, and I just liked this little 3 chain stitchy deals here with a little French knot. I just thought it was just such a good idea. Okay, so let's see. I have this little sheet that we drew. All right, well, this one here has them going like inward like a heart. We could have this guy going kind of outward, like that. I think we'll do that. Did she teach you to embroider when I was young? No, I didn't actually embroider. You know what? My first craft was cross stitch. So, I mean, technically that's kind of a style of embroidery. But I learned because we had a babysitter come over, and she had brought a cross stitch. And I was just so, like, freaking fascinated with it the entire night she was there. Just, I liked that you had a blank page, and then, you magically just stitched, and then stuff was there. I just thought that was the coolest thing ever. So after that, I got a bunch of cross stitches with my mom and stuff at Joann's, probably, because that's what was in town. And, all they had were, like, Christmas ornaments or, like, really giant wildlife. Oh, how old was I? I had to be, I would say 6 or 7. I mean, I couldn't have been much older than that, I don't think. I think I'd have to think. If my youngest brother was around, then I was at least 6, and I'm not quite sure. Cross stitch is like the gateway craft drug, exactly. You know what? That's what I keep saying to people, that I feel like embroidery is that a little bit now, since there's a lot more fun embroideries out on the market now too. It's just like tracing an outline. But yeah, so I started with cross stitch, and I just wanted to do it because my babysitter had it with her. And then I learned how to knit from, I was staying at a friend's house, and her mom was trying to teach us how to knit, and my friend could care less, she doesn't want her mom to show her how to knit or something. But then I learned from her, because again, I was totally fascinated with knitting. And then I think I learned how to crochet from my grandma. And now my mom does a lot of quilting. So I think my mom, she said, she was on here a few weeks ago, and she said that she started quilting around 9/11, I think, is when she started picking up quilting. And I mean, she grew up with my grandma. She knows how to make stuff and everything, but she's really gotten into quilting. So everything I know about quilting, I've learned from her, and then just what I've learned since from kind of being in the industry and picking up things here and there. So that's the deal of all my crafting stuff. And I just love learning new crafts, because I think it's And then you thought, your mom, it's all an opportunity to, like, this is how I feel about it. It's like learning a superpower, right? Every new thing you learn is like your secret, like Clark Kent superpower that no one else knows about. And, you know, every new craft or every new technique you learn is like that secret extra power that you didn't have before, but now you have. Oh, I so want to learn calligraphy too. Which is weird. I wouldn't think that I wanted to learn that, but now I'm kind of itching to do that. But yeah, like I learned how to tat a little while ago, like about a year ago. I would have to look it up how to do again. I like this guy. Look at his little funny outward antenna. So I'm going to tuck these in again. And that is an odd little craft. And, you know, I just like knowing that I figured out how to do that. And when you can use it out of context to solve something, yeah, that's the best part. For sure, Cora. But yeah, like, I like knowing that if I was on the desert island, I would totally be able to take some, like, palm fronds and freaking weave something up crazy or knit something, you know? Oh, you do brush strip, which is quick. Yeah, I've been following, actually, I think thanks to you, Andrew, oh, I got like a funny little thing going on here. I'm following some more calligraphers online and stuff. And, you know, I've actually downloaded, I have a whole packet of calligraphy stuff that I've downloaded about, you know, 8 years ago or something, thinking that someday I'll do calligraphy. And I actually just purchased a cool fountain pen, but it's coming from Japan, so it's taking a while. But I know that it's not really what you would use for calligraphy, but I get to play around with that idea still. All right, we got 3 guys done. Let's try and do these other 2. Look at Paul Antonio Scribe. Okay, I will, oh good, we have lots of time yet. I was hoping we would finish this. I'll look that up. Yeah, if you guys have any suggestions on who to watch, for sure. It's just kind of amazing. I don't know if I really have the patience for calligraphy. That's my only fear, I guess, with the calligraphy. I don't know if I can have the patience to do that, like the practice stuff, and you know, like how we talked about earlier, the idea of finishing. You know, I like learning and finishing. I don't know, calligraphy seems like something that needs a whole lot of practice, and I don't know if I'm that person, but I thought I'd give it a try. I just think it'd be a really cool skill to know, you know? Like, you know, when you see vintage handwriting on some, you know, document or whatever, it's just so fun and would be cool to be able to mimic that. That's a magic power, like really fancy handwriting. Start with brush lettering. That's a good idea. Yeah, because I have all those supplies. Random olive is great for beginners. Okay, I'll look that up. There's a brush strip course. Oh! Alright, we've switched to gold now. So we're gonna do these other, let's do the middle, we'll do the middle one last. Just because why not? We'll finish it up with that. Random olive, okay, so I'll have to look that up. Is that someone on like Periscope or something? Or is that like a name of something that I should know, like a course? Ah, P.A. Scholes, that's my mom! Oh, it's a size, random, oh wait, what was it again? Mom said butterflies, and now I think it's called random butterflies, but I don't think that's right. That can't be right, because we're talking here and on Instagram and on a website. Okay, I'll look it up when we're done here, because I can look up all the comments again. Yeah, I'm on my second to last one, Mom. I'm doing it like, oh, random olive. Okay, I will, I'll try to remember that. And I can look it up again. So I got 3. You know, I'm a little worried that my scope might now, and because I'm really close to the camera and moving around a lot. Oh, I'm doing this wrong. Because I'm moving around a lot, I think it doesn't like me. So hopefully we're still good for for 2 more butterflies. Ooh, I like this gold. Oh, this is a good choice. No, I'm not using a hoop just because I'm kind of holding it with my fingers, so my fingers right now are kind of the hoop. Oh, is it freezing? Is it freezing for you, LaShonda? See, that's kind of what I was afraid of. I think I'm moving around too much. Camera doesn't like it. Oh, choppy. Okay, hopefully it'll work itself out a little bit. Skipping a bit better now. Okay, I think what's happening is it's too fast of movements in front of the camera, and unfortunately that's kind of what embroidery is going to be like, so I don't know. Camera doesn't like it. But look at the gold with this gold butterfly. I just kind of love it. I like it way more than I like it more than what my intention of liking it was, because I was going to do the whole thing in that kind of silvery gold, but I don't remember who it was. Someone mentioned that, you know, they wanted to do gold instead, and I'm like, okay, fine, we'll do it on all the different ones, and I'm really happy we did it that way, because look how pretty these are with the silver, and then with this gold, I think is fun. You know, I'm going to try moving this away. I'm thinking it's just too much contrast for the camera, and it's working too hard again. All right, what should these antennas do? I'm not sure. We could do a straight one, maybe. We haven't done a straight one. Let's just go straight. That would kind of go with these little pluses in here. So we'll just do straight ones on this guy. And then this guy will do another little curly one. These ones will be straight. Actually, I don't know if I want to do straight. I like the little curved ends on all of these. I don't know. We're going to do straight. I'm going to keep them all different. Mom, I got block 3 done, so I'm all caught up after this one. So that'll be nice. I'm attempting to not fall behind because I have a feeling I could get stuck behind if I fall behind because I'm not working on it through the day. Yes, Andrew is definitely the Periscope ambassador. I would second that. The Periscope ambassador. Ah, well, that's nice. I know. I found a bunch of people through Andrew too. He is a good connector. Oh, you can't believe you're up to date. Yeah, I mean, you know, this would be not the best time to fall behind since we're so early. I'm loving these vlogs. The mystery. Yes. So the next one comes out on Thursday. So tomorrow we'll actually we'll pick up that other embroidery that we were working on. I know we wanted to do the embroidery lesson too, but I think I might wait a little on that. So spoilers, my block has embroidery in it, you know, which I'm sure that is a huge surprise to people. So maybe the day before my block goes live, I think mine's on March 20th. Maybe the day before that we'll do our little lesson. So I think that might be a good idea. We'll do our little embroidery lesson right before that. I saw a tip saying to do the new blocks. You know, I saw that too today. Yeah, it's not till March. March is like next week, people, already, or like 2 weeks from now. Or no, it's like next week already, isn't it? Oh, you don't have any embroidery thread? I'll need a head start with yours. Hey, you're not supposed to know what it is yet, Mom. Next Tuesday. So I might not actually use embroidery floss for mine. I might use some like crochet thread that I have around, but I'm not quite sure yet. But yes, embroidery floss. Although, you know, these ones have embroidery floss, so what did you do for your butterfly wings? I am gonna make a new one. Cora, I'm gonna make a completely new one. I've already sent off that one already, because that's the one that's gonna be in the book when it comes out. All right, this guy's done. I like he's got little straight ones, straight antennas. So I'm gonna make a whole new one that goes with all these fabrics. Oh, thanks, Vanessa. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. I'm excited for that one to come out. I have the blog post done and everything's ready to go. I'm just waiting on my day. I'm actually like way ahead of schedule with all that stuff. That's my whole consistency. I'm getting more consistent in writing every day too. So hold on a sec. So I've getting my blog posts and my newsletters done a whole lot faster. Yeah, Vanessa, you're cute. You're gonna change it for each block? I know, I did make my block on here. That was probably against the rules a little time back. So if you want to find out what it is, you can probably dig for it, but shush, it's a secret. All right, I think I might need... You know what, I'm gonna try and do it with this floss that I have left on here. It does make you a little bit more organized. Oh. Yeah, this is definitely forcing me to get a bit more organized with everything. All right. I'm gonna just tie a little knot in here. I want to figure out what to do for this last little guy. I might do that little heart one again, because I think that's kind of cute. Okay. So this is the bottom right here. So I'm gonna have it go up this way, so it's flying upwards. Oh yes, I should Periscope KonMari to get my house organized. There you go. That's a great idea. You know, I'm still in that process for sure. I've started going through my books, but you know, it's really true. Like she says in there, we're talking about the life-changing magic of tidying up book, and oh, what's her name? But she has that little shortened version of her name, the KonMari method. But yeah, so I'm kind of in the process of organizing, and I think she's right. Marie Kondo, there you go, perfect. But I think she's right in saying that make it an event, like make the cleaning up and the organizing and going through everything an event, because it really does take a while, and just thinking, oh, I'll work on it tonight or whatever, that's not making me go do it. Like I really do need to spend like a full Saturday or something going through every single book and just saying yes or no and be done with it. It's not really working I thought I could spend like every day at 7 p.m. or something starting to go through that stuff, but I haven't kept that once. But they think that crafters are hoarders. So, okay. So the other thing I do like what she said in that book is that you'll know when you've gotten rid of enough stuff, and you'll know what you want to keep. So I'm thinking I'm going to keep a bunch of my craft stuff. I'm sure there's some craft stuff that can go. To anyone else looking in, I'm sure they'll think that I'm a crazy person with tons of craft stuff. But I will know when I have just what I need and want around and just what's beautiful. So the measurement is against myself and not other people. So that's good. Oh, see, this is why I don't like doing knots in the back. All those little bits can pull through to the front. All right, let's do the little French knotty guy. Oops. Little strands are getting loose on me. Yeah, there you go. Sparks joy to hoard it. I think if it's organized and you know where everything is and you love everything that's there, it's not hoarding anymore. It's just you loving all that stuff. I'm gonna keep everything. My name is LaShonda and I'm a craft hoarder. Nice. Yeah, I'm kind of scared. There's a whole pile of fabric in the basement. I've actually started going through that. There's some stuff that old clothes that I thought I was going to make into something, but it was jersey stuff, and I got rid of some of that. All right, I think I'm going to go both sideways this way, kind of the opposite of what this one is. Then they've all have different antennas. I really do like this gold. I'm so happy I did all the different colors here. Definitely was not going to do that at the beginning. There we go. Sometimes you can get a whole corner together. Yeah, I mean, that's the trick. And see, the funny thing is, a lot of times no one except for me would notice if anything was done anyway, because I might just be cleaning out my closet, you know what I mean? Which was a huge accomplishment, but it was just a hidden closet, you know, or a file folder, or a filing cabinet, you know? But, I don't know. Makes me feel good. Ugh, my floss is getting all wanky here. I'm gonna try and... It's unwinding a little bit. This metallic floss can be kind of finicky, so I'm just gonna try and ease it all the way. I think I egged it on something, and now one of the strands pulled out a bit. Alright, we'll give that a try. Yeah, but if only you notice, I think that's perfectly fine. I mean, when I went through my closet the first time, I mean, I had started this whole kind of thing before I read the book, and the first time I got rid of, I think, over 70 pieces of clothing. And then when my husband and I did it together, he still has some stuff to do yet, but I got rid of more stuff, and the things that I didn't feel like I could get rid of last time, and I got rid of them this time because I knew I was just never going to wear it. It's the life-changing magic of tidying up. It's been going around over the past year, and it's like huge. It's actually, you know, it's at our grocery store even, you know. But I liked it. I mean, you know, a lot of people think it's a little weird. Like the writer... Sometimes the writing is just funny and, you know, hard to relate sometimes. But I like it still. I got a lot out of it, I think. And, you know, I like the ideas in there. And I'm going to have just enough floss. I hope I don't completely run out, because that's never fun. Read it. And the new one, I haven't read the new one yet, but I haven't taken the plunge yet. I'd say it's worth it. I mean, my closet is so pretty now, guys. Yeah, she's definitely cute and quirky. Yeah, so there's some funny things that she does with clothing. Like, she says that they should be in a drawer and hardly anything should be hanging up, really. And we had an extra dresser, so I actually put that in my closet, and I did fold most of my stuff in there. And so far it's been good, but I only kept the clothing that I thought I'd wear. So I don't know. And I have my cute little knickknacks on top of the dresser that I like, and it's fun going in my closet. You fold your clothes her way now? Yeah, I definitely fold my socks her way for sure, and that's actually been really nice. Oh, you don't do the socks? See, I like the socks folded her way. I don't know, I'm having fun with it so far. I got a long way to go for sure, but I like the idea of that someday, you know, my basement and my upstairs and all that is just gonna be everything in its place and good to go. Socks are too fluffy. All right, there's our last little butterfly. Let's tuck it in, and then we are done with this block number 2. I'm curious what block 4 is gonna be. So that'll be Thursday. So we'll have one more day here in between. And, you know, we started that embroidery a few days ago before I got behind on the blocks. And I think we'll do that. Yes, try, and then tell me how it went. I mean, I'm still only on, I just have the clothing done, really, so I'm working on the books, which is the second part. She says to do the clothing first and then go through all your books, but that's the tough one. I do have a pile of books, though, that I am ready to not have anymore, but I don't know if I should try and sell them or give them away or what, so that's kind of where I'm at. All right, guys, here we are. Let's put it up here so it's not blocked by comments. There is the little butterflies, so they all have different little antennas, but I like the little butts on them all. All right, guys, that is block number 2. I'm gonna flip you guys around. Flip. There we go. Hey, very good. Yay, we are up to date here, guys. So there we are, the little fluttery birds. I do really like this guy here. I don't know, there's something about that gold fabric that I just love. So yay, we are done, guys. So come join me again Thursday. Oh, tomorrow, here's this. Tomorrow, I've put this all in the container. We'll be working on our little chipmunk guy again. So that's what we will do tomorrow before the new block's released. So thanks again, guys. I will be here again at 9:30 p.m. Central. And thanks for coming. See you guys tomorrow. Have a great evening, guys. Thanks for coming in again. I really appreciate it. Good night. Project night. Yay.